So please ignore the fact that I have a giant breakout on my chin that won't go away, and the fact that my hair is literally like not brushed and curly and just weird. Anyway, we are doing this month's Boxycharm, so it actually arrived on time for once in Boxycharm's life, which is kind of unusual and kind of like never heard of. They're always late, so I am, Jesus, really impressed. So I don't know what comes in this box this month. I really haven't looked at any of the spoilers. I really don't usually look at spoilers just because I don't really want, oh my god, I'm gonna drop everything today. I don't usually look at spoilers just because I want to be surprised, and I don't really like to ruin it for myself. I just want to open the box myself and see what's in it. So this is what this month's box looks like. When you open it, it looks like this. So I actually have no idea what we're getting this month. So let's dive in. So I got a card this month, which is really great, and the theme is sunshine. So we got a bunch of products with all of the pricing on it, and I am very excited to see what we got. So the first thing that I am pulling out of my box is the Creme Shop Toasty Cushion Bronzer. So we got a bronzer. I've never actually heard of the Creme Shop. The Creme Shop looks like this. So the packaging is pretty sleek and looks fine. Let's open it. Ooh. I actually like the packaging. The packaging is really cute. It has a little toast on it. I think that is really adorable. And when you open it up, it looks like this. So it comes with a powder, which I'm not gonna ever use. I think that is pointless. And it comes with the bronzer. So the bronzer is like a sponge, so maybe I will have to use this. That's really weird. I've never actually used a sponge type item before, but I don't like sponges like this because they're really hard to keep clean and I lose them a lot. But that is what okay, fine, close. But that is what it looks like. It is like a sponge texture, and I think it's really weird. Do you see like the sponginess? If you have that phobia where you don't like little holes, you probably won't like this. But that is what the texture of it looks like, and I am interested to try it. So I got the shade Toasty, and that is interesting. I also like the fact that it comes with a little bit of a mirror on it. I just really don't like the sponge that it comes with. It's too small, and I'm just gonna end up losing it. But that's really interesting. So this retails for $20. So honestly, that's fine for a bronzer. It says this cushion bronzer shading cream turns up the heat to create a warm, sultry glow, the ideal product to create the perfect contour. So it retails for $20, and I've never actually heard of the Creme Shop before, but I really like the packaging. The packaging is really cute. So let's quickly total this up. My phone is at 3% right now, so it may die. So we're at $20 so far. So the next thing I see is 111 Skin. So this is Harley St. London NACI 2 Pollution Defense Booster. So this is, what's a pollution defense? A daytime booster to fortify your skin against the harmful aggressors of the digital age. This unique booster shields the skin against physical and blue light pollution through a powerful combination of peptides and antioxidants. Retails for $135. Wow. So the packaging is really sleek. It is just a clear bottle, like a frosted glass bottle, and you get 20 milliliters for $35. That's ridiculous. Let's see what it smells like. It doesn't really have a scent. It just kind of, smells like the Dr. Brandt face wash, the stuff that I use, the stuff where it's like, it doesn't really have a scent. It has a little bit of a scent, but not enough to qualify for it having a scent. It just kind of smells clean. So I'm really interested to try this out and test this out. Although I don't really understand what I'm supposed to see in a result. Do a month-long test on it and like see an actual change, just because it's supposed to be a defense mechanism against like blue light pollution, which I'm gonna have to look into a little bit more. I really don't know much about blue light and why it's bad for your skin. So that's really interesting. I'll definitely look into this, but honestly, I'm not really that stoked for this product. It's not that I don't really care, it's just that I don't know anything about blue light pollution. So it's just kind of like an odd item to me. Let's see what it says. It says, providing multi-action protection against pollutions and screen-emitted artificial visible light. See, like, I don't really know anything about that, so that's interesting. It says, the essential booster utilizes defense peptides and antioxidants to safeguard skin from the damaging effects of daily aggressors in order to maintain a healthy complexion. So the directions are: shake well before use, mix 1 to 2 drops into the palm of your hand, into your favorite moisturizer, and apply directly to skin after cleansing. So for $135, I'm hoping that you would see a result of it, but again, I don't know anything about blue light. I'll have to look into that. So that's really interesting. That is very expensive, so that basically covers the price of the box. So, alrighty then. Moving on, we get a color switch. So I don't like the fact that they sent this. I got one of these at Shop Miss A. It was $1. So the fact that this retails for, this is the Lavish, $17 for this. I got one at Shop Miss A for $1. You're spending $17 on a sponge, literally a sponge to run your brush through. That is garbage. That is such a waste of a product for Boxycharm to send us. I would not spend $17 on a color switch that you can get at Shop Miss A for $1. That is what it's worth. It's worth $1. All right, moving on. Color switches are very gimmicky, and you can basically get the same effect by, you know, using a cloth and running your brush through it. That's what I do. I really don't even use the one that I got from Shop Miss A. I just got one because I was like, okay, but I found that it kind of damaged my brushes, like the bristles a little bit, because it's running through a rough sponge. That's just my personal experience with color switches, and I think that is absolutely trash that they sent this. So that's my opinion. The next thing I see is the Hourglass. So brow micro sculpting pencil. So they sent us another brow product. So the last Boxycharm that I remember was the Boxy Luxe. So this was universal brow pencil. So they already sent us this one. I'm not even opened this one yet, so I'm not done it. And they sent us another one. So I don't need 2 brow pencils, and they sent me the color Warm Blonde. Okay, so they did send me a blonde, but it is in a brown packaging. So I thought they were gonna send me like brown. Let's see what it looks like. So it does look like a normal brow pencil, nothing special. And on the other side, it is the spoolie. But again, I get my brow pencils from NYX, and they're like $10, if that. They're really great. They come with a lot of product, and they look like this. This is what my brow pencils usually look like. They retail for like 10 bucks, and you get 13 grams. This one you get 4 grams, and it retails for $28. I would not pay $28 for 4 grams of product when you can go to NYX and get basically the exact same thing, and you can get way more product for way cheaper. So disappointing product. Again, I don't need another brow pencil. They just sent us this one, so I haven't even used that one yet, so I don't need another pencil unless I got this in FabFitFun. I could be wrong and thinking that I got this in Boxycharm, but I recently got this in a subscription box, so I don't need another brow pencil. And the fact that you only get 4 grams, 0.4 grams for $28 is kind of ridiculous, and I'm not okay with paying that price for that brow pencil, so I would never even repurchase it because that is ridiculous. Go to the drugstore, pick up the NYX one, you get 13 grams of product for literally half the price. So the last thing I see is the Pure palette. So I'm not really a big fan of Pure in general. I really want the Raw Beauty Christie collection with Pure, but at the same time I do kind of wish that Raw Beauty had gone with a different company. I really just don't like Pure shadows in general. They don't really work that great for me. All of the shadows that I've gotten in Boxycharm that have been from this brand have been terrible. They have not swatched well, they haven't blended well, they haven't performed well, and I don't like the fact that Pure adds a scent to their eyeshadows and their skincare products. It always smells like vanilla, and I just don't like that. So I'm really hoping that this doesn't have a scent. The packaging is really cute. It's this holographic packaging, kind of rainbow. It reminds me of the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice palette that I have. It's very, very similar. I like the fact that the packaging is holographic. I think it's really cute. Pure is cruelty-free, gluten-free, vegan-friendly, and they use recycled, or they say please recycle on it. So this is a 12-piece pressed pigment palette. So I have seen what the palette looks like just from the back of here, and it looks like a colorful palette. Okay, so first of all, this is what the packaging looks like. It looks like it's going to be a dark kind of vampy palette, and this is the palette that I got. So did they put the wrong palette in this packaging? Because this is very, very much toned down to being vampy and red, and this is very vibrant and not vampy at all. So that is already an issue in my opinion. if I saw this on the internet and I was expecting to receive a palette like this and I received this, I would be very disappointed considering it's not even remotely the same color range. Like, this is very dark vampy, definitely a palette that I would personally want, whereas we get this. What? That's not even the same. That's not even remotely the same. I'm so confused as to why they would do that. Literally, it looks like they toned down the colors so much to be so much darker and so much vampier and just gorgeous, and then we received this. Okay, it has the vanilla scent to it I don't like, and this honestly doesn't look like a palette that I would even really remotely be interested in. If it actually looked like this, I would be interested in it, but it looks like this and I don't need this palette. So I'm gonna put this to the side. I don't know if I will end up using it just because I really don't need a palette that looks like this, and I don't necessarily like Pure in general. I think their palettes are kind of trash. So it retails for $36. I personally would not spend $36 on a Pure palette like this, especially with the marketing being that it should look like this and it should be vampy and it should be pretty, and then we get this, which is not even remotely close to what they're advertising. I just kind of want to show you guys a little bit up close. So this is what they're advertising and this is what I received. So it's not even kind of close to the same thing. Like, if I saw this online and wanted this palette and received this palette, I would be so freaking mad. So, meh. So I checked out the Pure website just to check out this palette, just to see what it is actually advertised as. And the palette that's actually advertised is the palette that I received. It's just this picture does not even remotely look close to what the palette is inside. So whenever they took this photo, they must have completely overly saturated it or done something with it. But this is definitely not the palette that you're going to receive. It looks completely different. I showed my boyfriend, I showed some of my friends, and I'm just like, am I crazy? Is this even remotely close to the same palette? And they're like, no. So I checked the website, and on the website, the palette that they are advertising is actually the palette that's inside this packaging, but this packaging is not even remotely close to what you're going to receive, and it doesn't show like the colors on the back of here or anything. It's just this packaging is wrong. So again, this is what the palette looks like. The palette is cute, but again, it's not really a palette that I would gravitate to. I will maybe try it in the future, but I really don't like this purple. I think that purple is really ugly, and I have seen a purple very similar to that in other Pure palettes that I've gotten from Boxycharm, and I just like don't like that color at all. I think it's really ugly, but some of the shimmers are really pretty. I really like the color Utopia. I think that's really gorgeous, and I will definitely maybe play with this in the future, but I really don't like the scent that Pure puts in their palettes, which is another... Okay, you're not cool just because you have a loud fucking engine or truck or whatever. I really don't like the scent that Pure puts in their palettes, so that's one of the reasons that I kind of wish Robbie Beauty Kirsty had gone with a different company for her eyeshadow palettes, just because I can't stand the fake vanilla scent they put in their palettes. I don't know what that's about, but all of their palettes smell the same and it's just off-putting. But this palette was definitely kind of confusing to me. I definitely wish we had gotten this palette because this is actually super gorgeous. It's really vampy, it's really cranberry-esque. It would be a very gorgeous fall palette, whereas the palette that we got is very vibrant and like it's almost neutral meets vibrant a little bit, but it's just not really a festival palette to me. A festival palette is very colorful in my opinion, but this is more like a nude palette. So not really that impressed with this palette, but yeah. So the total of this month's box was $236. So that is really amazing for a price point, considering you're spending like 28 USD and you're getting over $200 worth of products this month. But that being said, I am not excited for anything. This box was absolutely not a good box in my opinion. I think this is an absolute joke. I think Pure definitely shit the bed with this advertisement and product. I don't need a brow product. I don't really like the fact that it's a sponge. I just don't really like that. And I don't really understand what this is for. I'm gonna have to look into this one product, but this one product is interesting, but I really just haven't really researched anything on this or why blue light is why it is. So I'll definitely look this up and I'll definitely try this out in the future, but everything else in this box was awful. So I'm probably gonna cancel Boxycharm, guys. I'm just really not impressed with them. I may stay with them. I'm really on the fence and really undecided, but this box was garbage. I'm really annoyed by this. Like, this is ridiculous that they sent this out. So I'm disappointed. I don't know if I'll stay with them. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry this video was negative, but this box was awful. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye!